is how we ride. This is how we do.
Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen, and we are here today and talking about a very interesting thing that has happened. The 2023 World of Outlaws series schedule has come out, and it is causing some wavelengths to be had out in the chat sections and the comment sections, and even here on the YouTube channel. One of the bigger things that seems to be talked about, which we might have saw coming, was the California swing in the spring not happening. Another race that is not on this schedule that it has people questioning is Lake Ozark, the Jason Johnson Memorial Style Race Classic is not on. Lake Ozark is not on the schedule. So people are asking the same things about that as well. A lot of confusion, a lot of people out there with an opinion. We actually do have one person on the line with an opinion, and that is Outback Andy. Outback Andy, introduce yourself to some of the people out there. Obviously, you do a lot of stuff in the racing industry in California, and how are you feeling about this? We see some California fans just absolutely insanely mad right now.
Yeah, Chaz, I moved out here, I guess, in 2002 from Perth, Western Australia, and pretty much we've had, like, Outlaws coming in the spring. Now, in recent years, yes, we've had some rainouts, and I kind of get it with California being probably the most expensive state the Outlaws go to for accommodation, for gas. What I don't get is why we can't replace those spring races back in towards the fall when they're out here for Chico. I just don't understand that. For people that travel the circuit, obviously, they used to come back down through Washington, Oregon, and into Chico, and then they would head south. But basically what you're doing now is you're going to head down to Hanford for one race where you normally have Tulare and Hanford together. You're going to travel down to Hanford, then you're going to go back to Placerville the next night. So you're kind of going from the Fresno area right up past Sacramento for the second night. But
now, for people that don't understand, how much of a drive is that? That's not a down the street scenario, is it?
No, it's not a down the street scenario. It would be like to get to Hanford if you were traveling. You're a good, I'd like to say probably a good 3.5, 4 hour drive down there. So you're going to go down after Chico. You got nothing midweek. I just kind of don't understand why we wouldn't pick up a midweek race or something to fill in the time. But yeah, you're going to travel down to Hanford where you normally do Hanford Tulare together, and then you got to travel back up for the Brave Sweet race at Placerville. So that's kind of confusing that we just lost. And then there's no Bakersfield and no Paris either. Now, for those people in the south, way down there, which is another 2 or so hours south of Tulare, that could strengthen. KDOS has had a bit of a presence now down in Bakersfield. Obviously, USAC has a presence with the USAC 360s looking strong in 2023. This could kind of help USAC out a little bit with no races down in LA and Bakersfield. Bakersfield's only a couple of hours from LA. So just confusing what would go on. It kind of brings it wide open for another 410 group to come across to California and maybe partner with KWS. I know the Reno, the Promoters Workshop, is this weekend, so there could be some interesting things come out of that we don't all know about. Maybe there's some partnership being formed, but right now with World of Outlaws only here for basically 3 different racetracks, that's a pretty big hit for the California fans.
Yeah, and it's only 3 tracks, and you got some tracks that put on some damn good outlaw shows in previous years. I mean, I know Ocean's had bad luck the last few years, but they've always put on a damn good race. Merced, I mean, is just a really racy track. Tulare had a 2-day show last year. They had 2 days with the World of Outlaws. Obviously, Paris, Vado lost a date as well in this. A lot of tracks in this, I guess idea to go to PA and down to Alabama, that stretch there before Devil's Bowl, I mean, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tracks. Oh, you could almost say 8 tracks when you equate Lake Ozark that lost the World of Outlaws date for this year.
Yep. Well, look at it, Chaz. If you really go back and look over, say, the last 5 years in California, we've now lost Paris, we've lost Bakersfield, we lost Tulare, we lost Merced, Stockton.
Yeah, Stockton.
And Ocean. There's 6 tracks in California that we've lost off the schedule in probably maybe the last 3 years. That's a big hit when you go down from 9 tracks to 3 tracks in California for the World of Outlaws. That is a big hit for sprint car fans. Hopefully they'll support the Knox series, which has now been rebranded from obviously the King to the Knox Jiu-Jitsu series. Hopefully they'll support that series and continue supporting like the 360 Challenge series. Right now, the way it looks, 410 racing in California, other than KWS, there's a lot of 360. So we're becoming in California more 360 sprint cars than we are in the house, because you're looking at USAC 360 series, the Wing 360 series. So right now, with the way it's going, you only have the 410s from KWS, or the Dark Jiu-Jitsu series, as it's now called, and you're going to have some CRA stuff, but CRA really not coming up to the north. So maybe that opens up a little bit for CRA to come north a little bit.
All right. Well, thanks for calling in. I guess we'll catch you next time.
Yeah, we'll catch you, Chaz. And hey, great job, too, on the Caleb Henry article you did. What a great young guy Caleb is. Good young racer, and great job on that, buddy.
Yeah, we'll see what he does in Houston's.
Yep.
All right, thank you.
Have a good holiday season, Chaz.
We'll try. That was Outback Andy. Like he said, a transfer from Australia over into the California area, and been there and kind of shocked by this. I just got a text as well from somebody that says, on an important side note, Eldora Speedway officials are working on the final details for 2 additional nights of wing sprint car racing on Wednesday and Thursday, July 12th and 13th, that will fill out the traditional 4-day Kings Royal event week. While the formal announcement is yet to come, here is your teaser. Prepare for an event that is unprecedented in the world of sprint car racing. So, Sprint Car Million, High Limit, Eldora Sprint Car Million. Obviously, that was the week, 2 days of the historical big one. So, what is going to replace the historical big one? And obviously, it's not going to be a World of Outlaw event. Lots of things to think about. Tell me what you think. Leave a comment below. Like the video, share the video. Let's get it out. Prepare for Donnie Shots tonight. So we're going to have a lot of things, I feel like, to talk about in this World of Outlaw situation coming up. And sprint car racing, according to that text I just got. So stay tuned, and we'll catch you next time.
This is how we ride. This is how we do. Ride mud slide.